Hey guys, Kinda Hot here. We are starting a new series here. We're going to be doing a mock draft. I'm going to be going through each team one by one and picking their players. This is a little too early to do, but let's do it anyway. So this order is set to change. Nothing's set in stone yet. But I'm going to have the New York Jets taking Trevor Lawrence. I don't think there's any question about that. The only way it's not Trevor Lawrence is that they're going to trade the pick. The Jets have been awful all year. It's obvious they need something else. I'm not sure if it's Sam Darnold is bad, but Trevor Lawrence is a generational talent, and he is definitely the quarterback of the future. So I got Trevor Lawrence here going to the Jets. I'll see you guys in the next video, which we will be doing the Jaguar selection. Thank you guys. Kinda Hot. Kinda Hot back here with the second overall pick of the mock draft. This time we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I think they're going to go quarterback as well. I think Justin Fields is the right pick here. Justin Fields, I also think he's going to be a very, very good player. I think Trevor Lawrence has got the slight edge right now, but Fields is going to be a great quarterback as well. So I think that Jacksonville finally gets their quarterback of the future here, and that's Justin Fields from Ohio State. I'll see you guys with the next pick, and that is the Cincinnati Bengals. See you guys soon, and as always, Kinda Hot. Kinda Hot back here with the NFL mock draft, and we got the third overall pick here. The Bengals are now on the clock. Their offensive line has been god-awful. So I think they select one of the better tackle talents in the last couple years. Penei Sewell. He's a tackle from Oregon. I think they need to keep Joe Burrow upright and not have his leg snap. So I think that's the right pick there. What do you guys think? I'll guys see you with the next pick, which is the Cowboys. And as always, Kinda Hot. Kinda Hot back here for the next pick of our mock draft. We got the Cowboys on the clock right now. Now, in real life, I think this may be something that Cowboys trade. We don't have that feature in this right now. I can definitely see a team like the Bears or the Broncos trading up to 4 to take Zach Wilson or Trey Lance. But here, I got the Cowboys selecting another cornerback from Alabama, and it's going to be Patrick Surtain. He's the best corner prospect in the draft. Cowboys desperately need more defensive help, and Patrick Surtain will do that for them. Tune in for the next pick, which is the Chargers. And as always, Kinda Hot. Kinda Hot back here with our mock draft. Now we got the Chargers on the clock. Says they need a tackle or a guard. I don't see anything here right now that would be worth them taking at this point. Melvin Ingram is set to be a free agent, though, so I see them taking the best edge rusher in the draft, and that is Gregory Rousseau from the University of Miami. In my opinion, I think he's going to be the best defensive player in this draft. Pair him with Joey Bosa, and you got a hell of a tandem there. So the next team on the clock will be the Eagles, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, Kinda Hot. We are back here for the next pick of our mock draft. This time we got my Philadelphia Eagles. Now, if this was a couple weeks ago, I'd say we're taking Micah Parsons. But with Alex Singleton playing well, I feel like he's got a chance to be an okay linebacker, and we don't need a linebacker right away. The one thing I've noticed is we have no wide receiver help for Carson Wentz at all. So with this pick, we're taking LSU wide receiver, yes, that's right, an LSU wide receiver, Ja'Marr Chase. Carson gets the weapon he needs, or Hurts if he's playing, it doesn't matter. And we don't pass on the LSU wide receiver this year. Ja'Marr Chase is the best wide receiver in this draft class, and he's got a chance to be a superstar. A superstar at wide receiver is something that the Eagles desperately need. I'll see you guys for the next pick, which is the Panthers. Kinda Hot. Kinda Hot back here with our next pick in this mock draft. We got the Panthers on the board, and I don't think this pick could be any easier. It's going to be Micah Parsons from Penn State. They need a linebacker to fill the void that Luke Kuechly left there. I think Micah Parsons is a star in the making. I'm a huge Penn State fan. I've seen him play. He's just an absolute beast, sideline to sideline, makes every single tackle. I think the Panthers get a great pick here. I'll see you guys with the next pick. And that's going to be the Washington football team. Kinda Hot. Kinda Hot back here with our mock draft. Now we got the Washington football team on the clock. And I think they're taking quarterback here. It's between Zach Wilson and Trey Lance. And right now, I just think Trey Lance might be a little bit better prospect. Maybe Ron Rivera will like him a little bit better. So I think they're going to go Trey Lance from North Dakota State. The NFC East gets their second quarterback from North Dakota State. I think Trey Lance will be a good quarterback for the Washington football team in the future. He can sit behind Alex Smith for a season. He can do what Patrick Mahomes did and sit behind Alex Smith. Can he be the next Patrick Mahomes? Maybe. Probably not, but If you sit behind Alex Smith, good things happen. I'll see you guys for our next pick, which is going to be the Lions. Kinda hot. We are back here with the mock draft. And now we got pick 9, which is the Detroit Lions. Both Golladay and Marvin Jones are free agents this offseason. I don't think they're going to keep both of them. So I think here they're going to go with the best wide receiver on the board, which is Jalen Waddle. He is definitely a playmaker. I think he's going to help out their offensive lot. He's almost the combination between Jerry Jeudy and Henry Ruggs. Doesn't quite have the speed that Ruggs has, and doesn't quite have the route running that Jeudy has, but he's a good mix of both. I think he's another star wide receiver out of Alabama. Alabama continues to have star wide receivers get drafted out of there. I think Waddle's just the next one. I'll see you guys for the next pick, which is the Falcons. Kinda hot. Back here with the 10th overall pick, we got the Falcons on the clock. Now, they're projected to go quarterback, but I think Matt Ryan isn't done yet. I think the Falcons go Kwity Paye right here out of Michigan. The best player on the board. He's the best edge rusher on the board. And Paye can move inside and out. So I think he'll fit there really well. Takk McKinley was pretty much a bust for them. So now they got another edge rusher who can hopefully be better than him and replace him. I'll see you guys on the next pick, which is the Miami Dolphins. Kinda hot. Back here with the next pick on the draft. Now we got the Miami Dolphins. I think they go with Devonta Smith here. Maybe a little bit of a reach, but he played with Tua at Alabama. Tua and him are comfortable together. I think it's a perfect pick for Miami, even though it's a little bit of a reach. He complements Devontae Parker well, and they wind up getting Tua another weapon. Devonta Smith has just been a solid receiver the whole time at Bama, and Bama wide receivers wind up being good players. So yeah, it may be a little bit of a reach, but I also think it's a little bit of a safe pick too. And yet again, we see 2 Alabama wide receivers go in the first round. I'll see you guys with the next pick, which is the Denver Broncos. We are back here with this NFL mock draft. Now we got the Broncos on the board. Now, you could go quarterback here, but I think Caleb Farley out of Virginia Tech is going to be the right pick. They do need another corner on the other side over there. A.J. Boye is getting a little bit older, so I think Farley will fit in well there. Farley's a plug-and-play corner. He's got good size and good hands. He actually started out as a wide receiver, then flipped to corner. So I think this is the right pick there for the Broncos. I'll see you guys with the next pick, which is the Chicago Bears. You're back with the next pick, and we got the Chicago Bears on the clock. Not even going to waste your time. They need a quarterback. They're taking Zach Wilson here. The Foles and Trubisky experiment's been a mess. It's time for them to get the quarterback of the future, and I think that's Zach Wilson. They have a couple options. They can have Wilson sit behind Foles or Trubisky for a year, or just throw Wilson in the fire. Wilson is a guy who shot up draft boards recently, who's having a tremendous season for BYU. I don't know if he's going to be a star quarterback, but I think he's going to be good. I don't think the Bears could go any other way here unless they trade the pick. 13 is kind of a weird spot to be in. I'll see you guys for the next pick, which is the Minnesota Vikings. Kinda hot. We are back here with the next pick, which is the Minnesota Vikings. I have them taking the best guard in the draft, which is Wyatt Davis out of Ohio State. Ohio State guards are always pretty good. I've seen him play against Penn State a couple times. He's a very good guard. Vikings desperately needed some interior offensive line help, so we get him that with Wyatt Davis. It may be a little bit early for a guard, but I can't do trades in this mock simulator, so they're going to go with Wyatt Davis here. I'll see you guys for the next pick, which is the New England Patriots. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, kinda hot. We're back here with the NFL mock draft, and now we got the New England Patriots on the board. I'm going to go with the guy who slipped here a lot, because nobody really needed a tight end, but he's the best guy on the board. We're going to take Kyle Pitts here, the tight end from Florida. He's going to be an absolute beast. They do need receivers, but that's really what Kyle Pitts is. He's a wide receiver who lines up a tight end. A big physical body who's going to really help out the Patriots offense. We saw what they were able to do with Gronk and that other tight end from Florida that we can't really mention. But yeah, I think the pick here is Kyle Pitts. And I'll see you guys with the next pick, which is the 49ers. Kinda hot. We're back here with the next pick of our mock draft, and now we got the San Francisco 49ers on the clock. I have them taking Christian Darrisaw from Virginia Tech. I think he's the best tackle on the board right there. And with Trent Williams getting hurt and getting towards the end of his career, I think they need a tackle. Darrisaw's looked like the best tackle in college right now, so maybe it's a good pick. I'll see you guys with the next pick, which I screwed up already, but it's the Raiders. I accidentally double-clicked, and now they got a tackle, which they don't need. But I'll see you guys in the next video. We're back here for the next pick, which is the Ravens. And yeah, it says safety and edge are the top two that they need. But I think that they need a weapon for Lamar Jackson, and they're going to take Rashad Bateman from Minnesota. I think he may actually go a little bit higher than this in real life. He's going to have a great combine. He's going to be a great target for Lamar Jackson. I think Ravens fans should be excited about this pick. I'll see you guys with the next pick, and that's the Giants. Caught a hot. We are back here for the next pick, which is the New York Giants. Now, this pick can definitely change because I'm not sure if they're going to win the division or not. But this is currently the pick that they're at. I see them going with a tackle here, and the best one on the board is Jalen Mayfield. With Solder being dog shit and Andrew Thomas, they don't know what they got there yet. I definitely see them taking a tackle. Mayfield can play either right or left tackle, so he can move all over the place. He can pretty much take over that right tackle spot from Solder right away. I know that it's not a pick that's real flashy, but I think they'll like this a lot in the future. I'll be back with the next pick, which is the Arizona Cardinals. Thanks for tuning into this one. As always, here's the next pick. We got the Arizona Cardinals on the board. And I think they're going to go cornerback here. I think they're going J.C. Horn from South Carolina. I think they need another corner. Byron Murphy needs to go back into the slot. Horn is a bigger corner. He's a more physical corner. I think he works well on the other side of Patrick Peterson. Patrick Peterson can groom him a little bit since he's younger. J.C. Horn's actually younger than me. He may be a little bit more of a developmental guy, but I think it'll pay off pretty well for the Cardinals here. I'll see you guys with the next pick, which is the Buccaneers. We are back here with the mock draft. Now we got the Buccaneers on the board. It says their top needs edge rusher, and I'm going to trust them on that. I'm going to go and take Joseph Asai from Texas. One of the better players on the board right now. I think the Buccaneers will find a way to fit him in their scheme. The Buccaneers defensive coordinator is so good, and you just couldn't pass up on a talent like that. He probably should have gone a little earlier in this, but he slept a little bit in my mock draft. So I know the Buccaneers will make it work. I'll see you guys for the next pick, which is the Dolphins' second pick. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, kinda hot. We are back here for the next pick, and we got the Miami Dolphins. Now, yeah, there's some things that they need, but Travis Etienne's still here. Why not just make that offense a juggernaut? We already drafted Devonta Smith earlier to help out Tua. Let's get a star running back in here too. I think Travis Etienne is going to be a stud at the next level. Best running back in the draft by far. I think it's a great value pick here for sure. Yeah, they could have gone with other things, but I like this pick for the Dolphins. I'll see you guys next time for our next pick, which is the Indianapolis Colts. And as always, kinda hot. Peace out. We are back here with another pick in this mock draft. Now we got the Indianapolis Colts on the board. Says they need a tackle, so we're going to draft Liam Eichenberg from Notre Dame. He looks like an absolute monster at 6'6". I feel like he'll fit in well with that Colts offensive line. There's not too much to say about it. He's a tackle. I'll see you guys with the next pick, which is the Browns. Kinda hot. We are back here with this next pick of this mock draft, and we got the Cleveland Browns here. This says he's projected at 43, but Dylan Moses is a stud of a linebacker. He was going to be a first-round pick if he came out last year. I still think he's a stud in a first-round pick. Dylan Moses out of Alabama to the Browns. Another solid pick. I think this is a great pick for the Browns. And I'll see you guys for the next pick, which is the Jaguars. Thank you, and kinda hot. We're back here with the Jaguars for their second first-round pick. They already took Justin Fields earlier in the draft. So now, let's take somebody that'll protect him. Rashawn Slater from Northwestern. He's a tackle. They need to keep him upright. It's just that simple. Fields has a great offensive line at Ohio State. He needs someone that's going to protect him in Jacksonville now. And that's what they did. They won't go out and take Rashawn Slater from Northwestern. He's a little bit of a developmental tackle here, but you know what? Hopefully it works out for him. I think it's a good pick for the Jaguars. I'll show you guys the next pick, which is the Jets, in the next video. Thank you guys. Kinda hot. We are back here with another Jets pick now. And I think they got to go corner here. I'm going to take Shaun Wade here. I think Shaun Wade has just struggled this year, but I think he's going to be a very good corner. He's got the size. He's got the ability. He was a 5-star recruit. If he would have came out last year, he probably would have been a top 15 pick. This has been a tough season for everybody in the Big Ten just because of the COVID situation. So we'll see how he does. I'll see you guys for the next pick, which is the Titans pick. And as always, kinda hot. We are back here with the next pick, and it's the Titans. I think we're finally going to see our first interior defensive lineman go off the board, and it's going to be Jay Tufele. I don't think I pronounced that right, but he's a defensive tackle from USC. He's a big junior. I like this pick for the Titans. It makes their defense even better. It's a late first-round pick. It's a decent pick. I'll see you guys for the next pick, which is the Bills. We are back for our next pick here, and we have the Buffalo Bills on the board. They need a linebacker. This guy's fallen. I feel like they're going to take him. I'm not even going to pronounce his name, but he looks like he's like Davion Taylor, who's a very athletic linebacker. More of a developmental guy. That's why he fell a little bit. But I feel like he'll fit in well with the way the Bills play football. So that's who we took. I'll see you guys for the next pick, which is the Green Bay Packers. Packers are on the board here, and we're taking a wide receiver for Aaron Rodgers. We're not going to disrespect him any longer. We took Rondale Moore, an absolute stud from Purdue. He's an athletic freak. He's fast. He can get yards after the catch. He's perfect for Aaron Rodgers. He can get deep. He's great for the other side of Devontae Adams. He's a perfect complement to him. Green Bay should be very excited about this pick. And I'll see you guys for the next pick, which is the Kansas City Chiefs. Thank you, and the Saints are now on the board here. And I'm not going to linebacker. We're going with Drew Brees' replacement, Kyle Trask. Quarterback from Florida, 6'5", prototypical size. He's having an absolute great season this year. I think he's going to be a good quarterback in the NFL. He can sit behind Drew Brees for a year, learn and develop. He fell all the way to 31, so I think it's a good pick for them. I'll see you guys for our last pick, which is the Steelers. If you haven't seen any of the picks before, I have literally the whole draft so far on my page. So go check it out. And as always, kind of hot. We are here with the Steelers pick now. This is the last pick of the draft. Well, last pick of the first round. Last pick of my mock draft. And yeah, it says they need all these things. But we're drafting Pat Freiermuth here. The Penn State kid. He fits in well with the Steelers. Yeah, they have Eric Ebron for a little bit longer. But he's just a freak athlete. He's a good blocker. He would fit in extremely well with the Steelers. They can use some 2 tight end sets while they have Ebron with him. I know there was other positions on the board, but I think Freiermuth would be a tremendous pick for the Steelers here. Check out the whole rest of the mock draft if you haven't already. Thanks for tuning in to all this. And as always, Kata Hot, peace and out. Follow me for more. I'm going to post everything on my YouTube later. Kata Hot, peace and out.